Welcome back to Hampden Park. Celtic have beaten Rangers by 3-1 tonight. We ended up with 3 red cards right towards the end of the match. The man of the match was Henrik Larsson, and he's with Katrina Harvey.
Henrik, you got the result, but a bad end to the match there with all the sendings off.
Yeah, it was a pity it ended this way, but it's a game everybody want to win, and sometimes that's the way it's going to be then.
What did you make of the match?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a difficult game, and we were fortunate to come 2-0 up quite quick. And then I think that Rangers, in the mid part of the first half, played very well, rolled the ball around, and we couldn't really get it. But yeah, we wasn't too worried with 2-0 up. Then they got the 2-1 goal, and yeah, it was a difficult game, and then we got the penalty, so 3-1 and wasn't much to go, and then yeah, it's always difficult for them then.
Do you think that'll give your team a real confidence boost ahead of the league game on Sunday?
I don't know, I'm not thinking about it now. I don't think the lads are either. Tonight was the important game for us. We tried to focus on one game at a time, and today was the cup, and that was the important one. Tomorrow comes, we have to start focus on Sunday.
You've got quite a big shiner, as they say in Scotland, a big black eye there. How do you feel?
I feel all right. I mean, it's no problem, so it's okay.
Well, you were voted the man of the match. I'm not quite sure champagne's the right thing to give somebody with a sore head, but well done anyway.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you to Henrik as well. Now time to find out if your nomination for CIS Man of the Match tallied with Billy Stark's. Loads of correct entries as ever. And Margaret McLeod from Trinent wins a pair of tickets to the CIS Insurance Cup final on Sunday, 18th of March. Well done to you. Andy Walker and Trevor Stephen watching the game with me here in the studio. Andy, what an end to the match. What on earth was going on down there?
Yeah, it was astonishing. I do feel as though Rangers lost their discipline towards the end of the match. They'd started so well in the second half. They were on top without really troubling Jonathan Gould, it has to be said, but I do feel as though they lost their discipline at the end of the game. It
all started with Reina, of course. He made that wild tackle. He's already on a yellow card. What was he thinking of?
I thought Reina was quite fortunate in the first half to stay on. He had 2 quick succession bad tackles in the first half, but I say discipline was lost. I think it was possibly related to the third goal that Celtic got, which was questionable, and Rangers never recovered the composure at all, and that was just typical of what was going on in that last 20 minutes.
And Archie said in commentary, more than 3 could have gone off there. It was horrendous.
Yeah, there was a few wains getting involved there, but I think Trevor's right. I think the referee, Willie Young, I think it was another soft penalty, and he possibly gave it just to even up the score a bit.
Trevor, Rangers' overall performance tonight, it wasn't impressive, was it?
They had the best spell in the middle of the first half. Second half, they never got going. Even before that third goal went in, they were never penetrative. They never really got behind Celtic. And I said to Andy halfway through the second half, the goalkeepers haven't had a save to make, really. And that was typical of the way Rangers played on the night. Had a bit of possession, but nothing at the end of it.
Was 3-1 a fair reflection on Celtic's superiority, Andy?
Yeah, I think Celtic deserved to win. I think they had the better players on the park, and I think defensively they were very strong. I know Billy picked Henrik Larsson for his man of the match, but I thought defensively Vega, Mjällby, Boyd, they were all excellent, and apart from just a 5-10 minute rocky period, I thought they were very, very strong.
You were worried beforehand that Vega goes charging up the park at the slightest bit of encouragement.
Yeah, he did that a couple of times on Sunday against Hearts, but his discipline tonight was exceptional. I think all 3 defenders maybe took on a bit more responsibility with Valharan missing, because he's been such a huge influence on the rest of the players.
And just when the second half started, Vega had a shot, Trevor, which could have put Celtic further ahead.
Yeah, that's right. He had. This was the effort that came in, and he really should have scored from there. You'd expect him to finish it off. But what he was doing there, he had Torandi Flo all over the place. Yeah. His movement was very, very good. But then when he created that space, he should have buried it.
It just shows how far forward he can get.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's a threat in that type of situation. You saw with the first goal how well he did getting the header onto the bar. But I feel as though if he'd scored that, he may well have secured a deal for himself there. But he might be kicking himself for that.
Now, you said at half-time, Andy, the first one simply wasn't a penalty. What about this one, Wilson on Larsson?
I think it's soft. You see the ball bouncing here, and then the players getting involved. In my view, that's a 50-50, and you just play on. But the referee, I think, has made another wrong decision. He's given the penalty, possibly to even up the poor decision he made in the first half.
Trevor, what did you make of it?
I'd have to agree. I think 2 soft penalties on the night, and the crucial one about that, was for Rangers. Just as they thought they might have a chance of getting back in, that really killed them off. It was a sickening blow for them, really.
We thought it was going to kill the game, but it didn't, did it?
No, it began to hot up after that, and there was one or two meaty challenges, and you saw Dick Advocaat charging out the dugout, and a lot of players getting involved. But I'm a big fan of players desperate to win games, and I like to see a physical challenge, and I think one or two of them were maybe a bit over-exuberant, but it wasn't getting to be a really dirty game until that unsavoury incident at the end there.
And again, Trevor, another chance for Celtic. Vega got forward again. This time he gets his head on the ball and almost scores.
Yeah, he didn't even have to work at that. There's space there in the 6-yard box. I think Rangers' discipline had gone then, and chances were being created, albeit from set pieces mainly. He just really backed off into the space there, and couldn't believe his luck, I think. Took his eye off it slightly and missed it.
OK, guys, we're going to take a very quick break now. Hopefully more reaction straight after this. Don't go away.
The new 1.2 I-Corsa with Easytronic gearbox is better than 2 cars put together. Piffle. Now, to test this, I'll need a small car and a big cheese.
Dick here is a big cheese with 2 cars. Automatic for the city, manual for those weekends upstate. So this is an automatic. And hang on. Now, it's a manual. Automatic, manual, automatic, manual, automatic.
Yes, all right. It's not a toy.
The all-new Corsa.
Automatic.
The biggest small car we've ever built.
Hello there, name's Phillips.
Hello?
Molly?
Hi, Dad.
You know your favourite band, Club 7?
Dad, it says Club 7.
Well, they're staying at our hotel.
Really? Wow.
When you've got something to share, pick up the phone.
Hi, Ella. Hi, Molly. You never guess who's staying in the same hotel as my mum and Dad.
Oh, we were in London just a couple of months ago, weren't we, honey? We saw all the sights. We went to Buckingham Palace.
Excuse me,
saw
just
the
for a
guards
minute.
change, and then we...
They're in the next row. Really?
Excuse me, you could sign this for my daughter.
Yeah, sure. What's her name?
That's Molly.
Molly. I saw them going into the lift. They didn't? Yeah. Suzanne, have I got news for you?
Sorry about that.
I've been waiting to ask you how you're sick.
Bless you.
Stay in touch.
Trains, 300 miles an hour. Mail, 3,000 miles a second. Athletes are getting faster all the time. And now, from Anadin, an advanced form of pain relief. Fast-acting liquid-filled capsules. Anadin Ultra, when only fast will do.
Green. Well, we have thousands of colours to choose from. Have you thought about this? Or maybe something softer, like this.
Hey, how about some laminate flooring? You know, more people buy from us, so give us a shout if you need any advice.
How about some halogen spots? Instant transformation.
We're driving down the cost of DIY. This job cost under £240. That's £48 less than last year.
You know that other green? That would look great in the hall.
You and B&Q.
Prepare yourself for a powerful sensation. New Airwave Soothing Action Honey and Lemon flavour. One chew releases a powerful menthol action and instantly helps your throat feel soothed. And the sensational effect really lasts and lasts. Original Airwaves vapor release for your nose and new Soothing Action Honey and Lemon for your throat. Airwaves, fast acting, long lasting, sensational.
With a 1.2 16-valve engine, CD player, alloys and 1 year's free insurance, this all-new Corsa SXI is just $8,995.
Hello?
Daddy, have you seen them again?
Molly, it's 4 in the morning.
I'll call you back in an hour then.
With new choices from BT Together, you can now call 13 countries, including the US, from as little as 9p a minute. Call 0800 005 800 now.
Welcome back. 3-1 to Celtic. It finished here at Hampden. A presumably very happy Martin O'Neill is now with Katrina Harvey.
Thanks, Jim. Martin, Old Firm games are always explosive. That one was no exception.
Absolutely not. It was a great game for us. Obviously, I'm delighted we've won the game. We're in the final now of the competition. Can put that to the side now at this minute. Think about it when closer to the time. But naturally delighted we've won, and it was a hard match.
Your first season here and your first final.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think that's wildly important, really. Don't think it, not at this stage, you know. Delighted naturally for the fans who all turned up here tonight, our crowd, and obviously delighted for the players. But it was difficult. It was a hard game.
And you must feel, what about that red card at the end for Moravcik?
Well, I haven't seen it properly since, but anyway. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe pictures will be able to tell something or other. But what can I say?
Do you think that gives you a psychological edge ahead of Sunday's league game, or will that not?
I thought you might ask that question. No, I don't necessarily believe that. You know, I think I'm delighted to have won the game tonight. I thought we played well against a very, very good Rangers side. I'm not just saying that. You know, they're an excellent passing side, but I thought we deserved to win the game. I thought that in terms of chances that we had, I thought we had the better chances. Larsson scores again, magnificent. We got off to a terrific start as well too. But in terms of psychological boosts, and naturally it won't do us any harm. But Sunday's a different match altogether.
You mentioned Larsson there, another 2 goals from him. He's got a bit of a head knock. Will he be okay for that game?
I'm hoping so, you know. We'll have to patch him up and send him out anyway. He's just absolutely magnificent at the moment. Magnificent, he's in fantastic form. But there are a number of other players in great form as well too for us.
Martin, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yep, Martin O'Neill with Katrina Harvey. Let's have a look at the statistics over the 90 minutes. There we are. 3 goals to 1 at finish for Celtic. Rangers had 7 attempts on goal, 2 on target. Celtic 6 and 4. The corner count was only 2-2, and the yellow cards 3 Celtic, 8 Rangers. Red cards 1 for Celtic, Moravcik, 2 for Rangers, Reina and Malls. Andy, the story of the game. They said this match didn't matter, but right from those teams coming out of the tunnel, it did.
It certainly did, and it really was a pulsating game. One of the best Old Firm games I've seen for a while. I like all that incident. Some of it was a bit naughty, but I like a bit of incident in an Old Firm match, and Celtic did so well to start the game. A wonderful goal from Chris Sutton. It was it's not the easiest of finishes. He still has to control it, and he's put a bit of power in it and high into the net. And this second one here, I just think Robert Malcolm's made the wrong decision, but again, it's a beautiful finish from Henrik Larsson.
Yeah, Henrik Larsson making it 2-0 to Celtic.
It's a great situation, isn't it, for Celtic to get themselves into so early in the game, and it's the worst possible scenario for Rangers. And once Henrik Larsson finished that off so beautifully, that's indicative, if you like, of the form that he's in. Such confidence. But then Rangers really had it to do, didn't they? And it took them a little while to get themselves back into the game. The dubious penalty award, Alberts makes the best of it.
And they're into the second half. Vega getting himself on the end of that one. And another penalty for Celtic.
Yeah, you could say Larsson got his foot to the ball first, but I just feel as though he was never in control of it. It was 50-50. But again, just like Alberts, he's stuck it away well.
And at that point, Trevor, you think the game's won?
Yeah, could have made it an interesting last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it could have.
If Moles had put that in the back of the net, which, you know, maybe 8 or 9 times out of 10, he might do that when he's on top form. And it didn't happen, so this is what we had in the last 5 minutes. We had skirmishes galore, didn't we?
And what does that skirmish at the end tell us, Andy, about what's going to happen on Sunday?
Well, I think they'll all be going all guns blazing on Sunday. Obviously, I think both teams are capable of playing very controlled passing football, but there may well be a few meaty challenges at the weekend.
OK, guys, thank you very much. That is it from Hampden Park tonight. The CIS Insurance Cup final will be between Kilmarnock and Celtic Sunday, March 18th. Live and exclusive to this channel. Just before we go, a result in the Scottish Cup tonight. Hearts beat Berwick Rangers 2 goals to 1. Berwick were actually in the lead. We're back on Sunday night with Scott Sport Plus at 10:45. Highlights of the next Old Firm game on Sunday and St Johnstone versus Kilmarnock. Plus exclusive highlights of Dundee versus Celtic. That's all for this Scott Sports special tonight, though. Thanks once again to Trevor and to Andy for being with me in the studio. Billy and Archie in the commentary box. We hope you've enjoyed the live football over the past 2 evenings. We certainly have. See you Sunday night for Scott Sport. Bye-bye.
It's the wrong answer, Michael.
You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing.
Dave, it's the wrong answer. Oh.
And you keep thinking that you'll never get burned.
Sorry, mate. Oh, I'm really sorry, Sam.
Don't want
We have 10 brand new